A lot of us don't realise that when we're scrolling through pages and pages of messaging and online commentary, that we're being influenced by what we read. Most people will say, oh, that doesn't bother me. You know, I don't get influenced by who to vote for by reading news. I follow these bloggers and they're independent journalists online, and I know where I get my news sources from. But a lot of this is subliminal. If I'm looking at a Facebook feed and there are paid advertising on that feed, and I may not like that product, and I just, for a moment, pause to think about it, or pause to think about another of my friends having allegedly recommended that product, we think, well, that hasn't hurt me. That's good that they use Kathmandu or they go to this particular store, but who cares? You know, it doesn't bother me. And we go to the next feed and we look at the next message. But just that negative response from us is a response. And enough negative responses, I know this sounds crazy, actually make a positive perception. So I might get 8 Kathmandu messages, and I physically walk by a Kathmandu store and I'll walk in and I don't even know why I'm walking in. And that is quantifiable. But when you qualify it in your mind, you don't realise that you've only walked into that physical store because you've seen about 50 messages on Facebook over a week. So this is happening. We are being manipulated by what we do, by what we see online. The people who are most prone to being influenced by news are those that have been shown by studies to be easily angry and also low-end information users. And those two types of people, those who both are easily angry in situations, display some level of neuroticism, and also are low-end information users, for example, they're apathetic towards who's going to be the next Prime Minister or President, these are the people, in fact, which can be influenced greatly because they swing between one area and another. They're highly changeable in their way. They're short-tempered, which means that as news comes in, they can actually swing depending on the type of news. And allegedly, this is what happened when Trump was put into power. The Ocean algorithm, OCEAN, was used to manipulate about 300 million online users in the States. And that was based on an 80,000 person algorithm that was developed by Cambridge Analytica, then diffused by them, and then the statistics were actually amalgamated, and these profiles were predictive in nature.